Figure it out.
Hello, this is Adam Koralik from Figured Out Productions. The following video is a video of some kind, and I hope you enjoy it.
Hey guys, it's Adam here, and today we're going to be talking about this. This is the Astro Port Collector set for the Sega Dreamcast, which I realize would probably sound familiar, but give me a second, I'll explain it. Before we do that though, if you guys can do me a favor, please like this video, comment down below, subscribe if you've never done that before, as well as go into the description, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, Patreon, etc. I appreciate the support in those places, as well as my new travel channel called Flying and Eating, or Adam Eats the World, where I go to a whole bunch of different cities, countries, states, what have you, and just find adventures and then show them to you guys from the comfort of your living room or wherever you choose to watch your videos. I appreciate the support over there as well. Yes, so today we're going to be talking a little bit more Dreamcast, which I know maybe is giving some people some deja vu. Didn't you just do a video like this? Yes, I did, but it was on a completely different game. So here's the thing. This is a set from Pixel Heart, a company that publishes, or produces, I should say, Sega Dreamcast games, as well as a bunch of other indie titles. The publisher is Josh Prod. The distributor is Pixel Heart. Full disclosure, Pixel Heart did send this to me for free for the purposes of review. There will be a link in the description if you want to check it out. This set is limited to 2,000 copies. At the time I'm making this, they still have some available, but I don't know how long that will last. But anyway, so yeah, they were cool enough to send it to me, and thank you to them for doing that. Now, the basic story with the whole set is there's a developer called Astro Port, and they decided to work with Josh Prod and ultimately get this set produced. So it's officially licensed by them, but it's not officially licensed by Sega, which I probably should have said. There are new Dreamcast games that come out. Sega has nothing to do with them. They look the other way. They don't try to stop that, but they have nothing to do with it. They don't make any money off of it. So that's cool of them that they just kind of stay out of the way. But yeah, so this set came about as a result of the Dreamcast independent scene being what it is. Now, as I've said, we've already shown this set a couple of times in other videos, so there's really not much else to say, but unless you totally missed those, and we'll go over the basics. But inside you get this kind of like little, not a poster exactly, but like just a series of just controller instructions, because there are no manuals for the individual games, so they just gave you the basic information on that. It also comes with a certificate of authenticity card, as well as the games themselves, which are kind of arrayed in this like DVD style, like, you know, TV show box set type of thing. And it also has this cool little like 3D like diorama looking thing, which is, I think, is pretty neat. But inside it has 4 games. Now, there's 2 games that I've done entire videos on, which is Say to See Us Next and Wolfflame. The original like disc-based release over here and over here. So if you're curious about those 2 games, how they perform, etc., you can go watch those videos. And as you guys potentially probably know, I also just did a video on this game, specifically Zengeki Warp. So we're not going to be talking about that. Today, we're focusing on Gigantic Army. Now, Gigantic Army has a slightly more complicated history than Zengeki Warp. Not so much in... Okay, that's probably a bad way to set it up, because it's not complicated. It's just been kind of reissued a few times. It's an older game. So, Gigantic Army originally came out on PC back in 2010. So, 13 years ago, this game originally saw its release. It got a re-release in 2014 for Linux, but that kind of breathed new life into the game, and then it was redistributed through PC. Well, I mean, obviously both Linux and Windows are, you know, PC, but you know what I'm saying. It just had a redistribution effort. So that was kind of cool. And then in 2019 and 2020-ish, like right in there, I don't remember, I think it was 2019, it got a Nintendo Switch release, and I think it actually got a physical edition, probably from Pixel Heart, to be honest with you. And so in 2021, they actually, Josh Prod and Pixel Heart announced this game was going to come to the Sega Dreamcast, but we just didn't see that materialize until the very end of 2022 when it was included in this set, which is cool because that means we can now play it on our lovely Sega Dreamcast. In case you're like looking at this one, the special, this is only OG fans are going to recognize this. This is the quote-unquote Adam Koralik edition Dreamcast. I did not make this. This was sent to me years ago with this custom spiral on there, a blue LED, various toggles and switches. It's cool. This was even so memed, if you will, back in the day that somebody even made a 3D printed like little like chibi version of the exact same machine. People used to send me photos on Twitter and stuff of like, hey, I made one too, and it was like the exact same variant of the system. This is a thing, the Adam Koralik edition Dreamcast. I had nothing to do with it. I just existed, and this materialized. I don't know how else to put it, but anyway. We're going to go ahead and play the game.
All right, here we go. This is Gigantic Army. So this game, I cut out like the Josh Prod logo and stuff. I'm sure you guys get it at this point. Because I did not make this clear, and I apologize for that, like all independent Dreamcast games, the game is region-free. So even though you might have seen it say PAL, or you're buying it from a European website, it does not matter. It's region-free. It will work in the United States. It will work in Canada. It will work on a Japanese unit, etc. No problems there. The game also supports the VGA high-res modes, so it'll be compatible with all the things accordingly. As well as, I should mention that it came on a pressed disc. There's a common misconception when people are looking into these Dreamcast indies that they're going to be on like CDRs and stuff. If anything comes on a CDR, chances are it was pirated. They're not supposed to do that unless very specifically otherwise noted, but there's a reason I never review the CDR content, because I'm like, if you want me to care, then you have to care. Give me a pressed disc. So anyway, yeah, this game cared, and that's how you got Gigantic Army. This one, it kind of reminded me gameplay-wise a lot of like Metal Slug, even though of course Metal Slug is humanoids and well, human beings literally, and this is a robot essentially. Gameplay of the run and gun style, kind of slow walking and just like overwhelming amount of shooting. It was a little clunky at times, but I didn't really have any problems playing it. I thought it was pretty fun, and it's just shoot stuff, pick up the pickups, and increase your health. You have special attacks, which I'll show a little bit more of. As you can see, I have this little jumping booster pack thing, so it's basically just a double jump effect. This is a pretty decent little game. I'm glad they added it into the collection. Boss battles are pretty reasonable, I think. This is where I would mostly try to, it tells you what the target is, obviously, so that's where you're going to focus your attack. You can, as you can see, there's little laser things that are shooting at you. You could do that to weaken it, but honestly, I found that it's probably easier just to focus on the actual thing you're supposed to hit. But yeah, the game is pretty neat. Let me leave you alone, let you enjoy some of the music, and then I'll catch up with you towards the end.
Roger, on street, 318, Roger, 3rd Street, at the parking lot, at the parking lot, it was like van, I know license, man, I know license,
And I'm back. So yeah, we're doing the final boss battle here, at least as far as I'm going to show you guys. Now, you can take a lot of hits, you can take a lot of damage, as you've probably noticed, but you just see right there, I did my special attack. You can do missiles. I believe you can actually cherry pick and switch what kind of special attacks and what kind of guns you want. I customized to this. You can choose whatever you like, but yeah, I was kind of just saving them for the boss battles, so there you go. Anyway, a huge shout out again to Pixel Heart and Josh Broad for sending this set to me. Thank you guys. If you want to check it out, there's a link in the description. Thank you guys very much for watching. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later.